With the winter chill gripping much of the nation, no such worries today here in the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Hey, easy. Ralph.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. The Jaguars at 5-8, 3 games under 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down.
No gain on the play. It's third down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now Jackson going to shift him around. To throw is Jackson. To throw on second down. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars! Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
At the 44-yard line. Again,
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Right to the air is Jackson. And this one too low. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And this time, not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Jackson now. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it. And there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3's him. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
They're on 25-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A short throw to Ingram. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. So that a very nice looking touchdown run.
And on his first carry of the game as well. And you remember, Brandon, we talked to him yesterday, and he thought he was going to have a big game. He thought everything aligned perfectly. He liked what the defense was presenting, and he really liked what he was getting from his blockers.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete left side to Bateman. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
1st down, Ravens.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Jackson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And the Jaguars force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Lawrence will throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A.J. Epinesa rushing in there and hitting him for a loss.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Play action. Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's chosen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 16 yards.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's caught by Chosen. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Ravens.
He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7.
Ravens 10, Jaguars 7. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The 36-yard line.
Go, let's go.
Now Lawrence. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
We're on Jacksonville. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, Lawrence. He completes it to Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Brings up second and 7 at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said,
there he goes, left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. The tight end in motion right. On first down, right back to ETN. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Roquan Smith, the All-Pro, the former Bear, is there to make the stop.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by McManus is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
If it's not one guy, it's another with this defense. I mean, this is the #1 unit against the rush in the entire NFL. They know how to cover for each other. And, yeah, they've got great players. They also have very dependable players, too.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. To throw is Jackson. To the left side and taken in by Chosen. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 13, but it's 3rd down.
Again, Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A give. Dobbins trying the right side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
You see that celebration from him after that stop? Those corners don't normally have the chance to get behind the line of scrimmage and hand them big losses. So when he got that opportunity, he certainly made it a memorable one.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So matching field goals here to begin this 3rd quarter of play, and we are tied again.
And this is how it's been all game long, very much like a boxing match. Each team counterpunching each other, neither gaining a clear advantage.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. ETN up the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A 14-yard pickup. That's 4. yards on 2 straight plays.
At the 41-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Go, go.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. That's into the hands of Chosen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Dobbins trying the left side. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
Oh, they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
No, we changed it.
From the gun, Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. That one behind his man, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. This is 1st and 10.
Go, go.
Lawrence. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 70 yards. And the Jaguars strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
We change it.
Now Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
First down, Baltimore.
Here's Jackson. Connects with Duvernay. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Dobbins with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Jackson to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, report.
Throwing, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Hill. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags